There is, my God, causes of the conflicts. There's so many. By now, we all know the story of the 2030s as rising temperatures bake the desert southwest. The federal government ordered a controversial evacuation when residents of these three affected states refused to leave. Their protest was championed by rare earth magnate Robert Medina and Joint Task Force 10 pilot Colonel Edward De La Hoya. The ensuing struggle escalated into the first full-scale engagement between automated forces and human soldiers in world history, not to mention the first military campaign fought on American soil since the Civil War. But climate change wasn't the only cause. Water rights and the politics of urban versus rural states and the increasing demand for rare earth materials by U.S. tech companies also contributed to the crisis. This exhibit is designed to broaden our thinking and consider all of the factors that led to the tragic events of August 20th, 2037, in the hope that data is corrupted. It's gone. We can't read it anymore. So many gosh damn logs here. There's another one. My Lord. And another one. And another one. Well, it's just feedback, so it must have been random people. Yeah, a lot of times they'll hide in there, Jarista, some of the they'll hide in there the names of some people that play an integral role within the story. So that's why I was wondering. I'm like, I don't recognize any of these names. I could be wrong though. Somebody could have been important in there. The Memorial Grove carefully written Karja glyphs with Fajav's personal mark, evidently part of the diary or journal. So this is from Fajav's actual personal diary or something. From Decca, the wise and patient chaplain to the lowland clan, I finally learned the answer to a question that had long vexed me. Before my capture, the only Tanakh I ever had a conversation with, if one could call it that, was a prisoner at Sunstone Rock who spoke of taking the blood of children of her enemies as their own. Her rant seemed to confirm the lurid stories about the Tanakh that I had read in my youth. Yet in all my time in the Forbidden West, I have never seen such barbaric practices. I wanted to know if there was truth to the prisoner's words. There was. Whoa, it scrolled really far. Those were the old ways, Decca clarified, dating from the constant warfare between the clans of past years. Since the ascension of Chief Akaru, such practices have been outlawed, though not completely abolished. A few stray whatever that word is, and exiles still cling to them. Intriguingly, the acts themselves were never as malicious as the Karja portrayed them to be. Tasting the blood of a fallen foe was meant to honor their martial deeds. And orphan children were taken from conquered settlements to be raised as equal members of their new clan, which was considered to be a merciful outcome. I cannot help but see myself in this context, an orphan of sorts, taken in by a new tribe. It hasn't been easy, and there are still those in the clan lands who would reject me. Still, the more I learn about my new people, the more that I see nobility that the Karja have omitted from their records. So it wasn't that they drink the blood of their enemies. They taste the blood of their enemies. It's like, when you say they drink the blood of their enemies, you think they kill them and drink their blood. No, they taste their blood. If the enemy was already dead, it just so happened to be. But it was meant to be a show of respect for their martial deeds, you know. Teresa says, well, it could have been the names of those that created or something. Yeah, that's true. I would sneak my name in there if I was a game designer. I would sneak my name in all kinds of shit. All over the place. I'd write it in rocks. I'd pee it into the snow with my character. I'd have to aim it, you know, like I'd pee it into the snow. Anywhere where there was snow. All kinds of shit like that. I'd get creative with it.
My focus can detect beacons from those recording devices. Should help me to find any others that are still out there.
All right. All right, I think we're in the room with the chief now. She gets to walk up there. I gotta fucking jump. There is another one right there. Deca. No, not Deca. That one. What is this one? Hall of Heroes. Welcome to the Hall of Heroes. This room is dedicated to the memories of Roberto Medina, who financed and led the campaign against the federal government and its fleet of General Synthetics battle drones. So apparently, this is what I'm getting out of this. In this area, this is where a battle was fought between men who were against the relocation of people from Los Angeles, Nevada, Phoenix areas into essentially like camps, like concentration camps. For they basically were against it. So, and rather than the government sending in armed personnel, they sent in actual robots instead. And that's where this battle took place, is here. I get you. I get it. Another one, Colonel Edward De La Hoya, commander of JTF-10, the brilliant strategist and veteran soldier who held off numerically superior federal forces. Colonel Ann Faraday, a legendary orator who oversaw, what is an orator? Who oversaw early reconciliation efforts. And all those who lost their lives during the campaign at the end, or at the Battle of the Mojave. What is an orator? Anybody know what an orator is? Shall we? I love RP walking.
The chief is inside. Oh. Are you ready to see him?
I am. Oh, yeah, I am.
I'm ready.
Good. Come.
Come. With your twinkly shoulders. That is a jet hanging above his throne, by the way. That's pretty badass.
It's underneath the throne.
Hey, it's the one dude.
Soon, Outlander.
It's the one dude.
Savior of Meridian. I am told you held back Regala's forces outside Barren Light. And defeated her champion, Grutta, in single combat. Impressive.
I met Fashav there, too. He said you were a great warrior. And a man of honor.
His death is a painful loss among many. We will not soon recover from the massacre of our marshals. But if you are here to pledge your service, that could help considerably.
I am not here to fight for you. I need something in that basement. Something that will save many lives, yours included. It's not something you can see, but it is there.
I have seen it. You have named your price. Now I name mine. With my marshals dead, I need your spear. Help me defeat my enemies, and I will grant you access to the chamber below.
I don't have a price. I am not a hired killer. I'm here to save lives, more than you can count.
I count the corpses of marshals slain. I count hundreds more Tanakh, whose lives hang in the balance. I will fight for them. I will kill anyone who threatens the peace, and you will too, if you want me to open the door to the chamber below.
Okay. So by that logic, what's stopping me from killing you right now? And taking what I need to save everyone?
You could try. You might even succeed. Either way, you must fight. My way might hold off Regala and the slaughter she craves.
Fine. What do you need?
I need more marshals to keep the tribe together. Such warriors can only be promoted at a trial by combat called the Cool Route. I've sent out a call for the competition, But since Regala seeks to undermine me, she is certain to attack it. She'll want to kill me in front of the assembled clans.
So what, you want me to be your bodyguard?
No. To defend the cool route. But there is more. Knowing Regala will attack, one of the clans have balked at sending their contestants. You must go north and force Tekote, the commander of the Sky Clan, to submit and send his best.
The Sky Clan.
Force him to submit.
Do whatever is necessary. I can't hold the cool route with 2 of the 3 clans in attendance. Marshal Cathala will assist you. He was maimed at Barren Light, but he can still be of use. I sent him ahead to the northern village of Stone Crest. Meet him there, and he will guide you to the Sky Clan stronghold. If you have any questions about your mission, now is the time.
That other guy with the nub for an arm, that's the one when we were at the embassy, his arm got chopped off by a bristleback. He literally went face first into it. He charged a bristleback, stopped it in its tracks, and it cut off his arm while he was holding it from trampling his friend. Hey, that was nutty. That was insane. Catalo, yeah, Catalo. Regala.
Fashav called Regala your greatest mistake. Why?
That is not your concern.
Really? I fought against her forces at Barren Light, and I don't even know what her problem is.
She was the deadliest of my marshals, the point of my spear.
So what happened?
Above all, Regala despises the Karja who burned her younger brothers alive. After we turned back the red raids and tore down the battlements of Barren Light, she hoped to chase them all the way to Meridian. She could not see the cost of such a war, nor the benefits of peace after the Mad Sun King fell. When I accepted Avad's entreaties, she went mad, called me traitor, challenged me before the marshals.
That makes a lot more sense now. I don't think I ever knew that. That's why Regala chose to fight against Hikaru, was that her brothers were killed in the Red Raids. That makes sense. I mean, there's so many stories like that throughout all of the lands here in Horizon. Regala's challenge.
What did you do when Regala challenged you?
If you were to knock, you would know that such a challenge cannot be refused. It was not easy to subdue her. I bear 7 scars from that fight. The other marshals wanted me to execute her on the spot, but I found I could not sever the bond between us. Her loyalty had been as boundless as her rage, so I spared her. Rather than mercy, she took it as a humiliation, one she will never be free from.
What is Regala's goal?
So Regala wants you dead.
She does.
Yeah.
But that will not be enough. She won't rest until all 3 clans fall in behind her as she marches on Meridian.
There you go.
Who knows? With machines under her control, perhaps she can raise it to the ground.
It's been tried before.
So I hear.
he sort of had that smile too. And to further that goal, we actually found a whole bunch of blaze at one of the camps. And I'm anticipating she was going to use that. Well, actually, Aloy actually says it, that it was enough to bring down, like, I think it's actually in the note there that they were going to try and bring down the walls of Meridian with all this blaze. We destroyed it though, so that plan's been thwarted. What about Fajav?
I'm sorry about Fashav. He seemed like a good man.
More than a man. A bridge between Tanath and Karja. No Outlander ever earned our respect as he did. I had hoped he would be my voice in Meridian, that peace with the Karja might become something more.
An alliance?
In exchange. The Karja have much we lack. Our deeds are written in ink upon our bodies. Our memories die with our flesh. But the Karja never forget. Their deeds are written in book and scroll.
You wanted to learn from them.
As I learned from Fashav. He will be missed.
Ah, so he was learning from Fashav. Probably taught him how to read and write a little bit, and about some of the places outside of their territory. So they probably became friends through that. The Coal Route.
What exactly is the Cool Route?
Where once the clans fought each other, now we fight as one, against the machines. That is my law made manifest in the Cool Route. Each clan must send contestants whenever I call for the ritual. These contestants face trial by combat against machines in an arena just beyond these walls. Those who distinguish themselves become marshals who bind the tribe together as peacekeepers.
Peacekeepers?
You called them peacekeepers, but the marshals I met at the embassy were warriors.
Warriors, yes, but more. They renounce the clan that birthed them and pledge themselves to order and peace. They enforce my law. They settle disputes and stand for Tanakh in parley with other tribes. Without them, I cannot rule, which is why you must ensure the next Cool Route takes place.
All right. The Sky Clan.
Why won't the Sky Clan send contestants to the Cool Route?
Of the three clans, they have the most defensible base, protected by a mighty wall called the Bulwark. Their commander believes he can wait out the war between Regala's forces and my own, safe behind his barrier.
Staying strong, while you and Regala weaken each other.
You think like a seasoned marshal. Good.
Good. Why me, though?
Why send me to deal with the Sky Clan?
All Tanakh respect strength, and you drove Regala back at Barren Light.
That and most of your marshals are dead?
Correct.
Bingo.
What about Katalo? Can't he do it by himself?
He is maimed. They will no longer respect him.
That hardly seems fair.
What is fair about losing an arm? Whether they respect him or not, Katalo still has worth. He knows the Sky Clan. He was raised in their base. He will guide you well.
Okay. What about the chamber below?
You said you saw what's in the basement?
I did, on the day of my greatest victory.
What do you mean?
For a dozen generations, the three clans battled for control of this hallowed ground. Only I achieved it. I fought for years, killed whoever stood in my way. When I had finally slain all rivals, I stood alone in the grove. Victory was mine to savor, or so I thought. Thunder roared from the east, and a bolt of blue struck this place. That chamber.
Gaia dies. And Aether arrives.
Bingo.
All around me, the visions of the grove grew louder and brighter, and suddenly a new one appeared before me. The old one spoke, and what they said changed everything.
The old ones.
What did the old ones say to you in this new vision?
The one called Faraday foretold the growing danger of the machines, and said we must unify to stop them. She called for marshals to enforce the peace. Then the vision faded, never to be seen again. I marked the spot where it shone with my spear, and I took Faraday's words to heart. Renounced war between the clans, trained warriors to fight machines, ordained marshals through the Cool Route. Since then, the tribe has been at peace, until Regala attacked at Barren Light.
And the chamber, beneath the throne. You went in after the vision?
I did. Inside is an ancient device. It hums with power. You will see it for yourself after the Cool Route. This I swear.
That's if we make it through the cold route. Apparently, Regala's gonna try to attack it, right? So, I mean, can I see it first and then agree to help you? Okay, I'll go north.
I'll do what you want, and go north to deal with Dakota. But you'd better not forget about our deal.
You will have what was promised, if you succeed. Speak to Dekka on your way out. She will arm you for the road ahead.
I like the sounds of that. It just goes to show you how seriously they took the words of the old one in this tribe. Because, apparently, you know, like, just hearing that they had to, none of this peace would even be taking place between Meridian and the Tanakh if it wasn't for just the vision that came when Aether arrived. That's it just goes to show how much faith they put in the old ones. I think I saw something over here. I did. When he was talking, I could see this in the background. Medina exhibit. Data corrupted. Defiance of the federal government. Medina declared that he would dedicate all the profits of his mines to habitation efforts, helping as many Southwesterners as possible stay on their land. The unselfish rallying cry echoed throughout the hot zone, causing other mining interests and businesses to follow suit. The federal government responded by following through on its threat to cut off water supplies, but this only galvanized the protest movement. Medina's alliance signed a multi-year agreement with the South American water cartel, Mirasur, a joint effort by Data Corrupted. Mirasur, South American water cartel. That goes to show you how bad shit was getting when the shit hit the fan. There was cartels for water, not for drugs. The South American water cartel. That's pretty nutty. Oh, there's one there too. Faraday exhibit. Data corrupted. The job went to Ann Faraday, born and raised in the hot zone, Needles, California, and a colonel of the Air Force. When De La Hoya investigated the takeover of bases in the region, she had been a deserter and so didn't fight in the war, but was instrumental in peacefully evacuating other neutral personnel. During the conflict, she became one of the nation's leading voices for a non-violent solution, which, combined with her familiarity with the region and military background, made her credible to both sides. 3 months into her appointment, Faraday gave an address to Congress. What is that word? Ostensibly as a progress report, but actually a ringing statement of purpose. She transcended her usual plain-spoken military directness, passionately highlighting the need for community and unity in the face of uncertain future dominated by climate change and increased automation. It came to be regarded as the finest moment of oratory in Data Corrupted. There's that word again, oratory. I don't know what that means. Echo. What does oratory mean?
Oratory is usually defined as skill or eloquence in public speaking. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for oratory.
A skill or eloquence in public speaking, essentially. Faraday was the one in the vision that he saw, right? Yes, it was. Yup, that's the one that he had said he'd seen in the vision. So you kind of already are probably getting an idea of what that vision was. Could it be maybe this right here, what they're talking about? Yeah. Is there any more over here? Oh, there's one right there. Any in there? There's one way in the back there. Outdoor exhibits. To all guests of the museum, please remember to wear light protective clothing when visiting the outdoor exhibits. Dust goggles, gloves, sunshades, and respiratory masks are available free of charge at the service desk near the corridor. The crater area has been scrubbed of all radioactive material and is therefore completely safe, which is why you should wear all the protective equipment, right? Yeah. And this was a museum? Cool. Yeah, this whole place was essentially a museum dedicated to what happened here. They keep saying crater. Spoiler alert, they're talking about a nuclear detonation. They're talking about a nuclear detonation that took place here at this spot in the Mojave Desert. This is actually where we're located right now. De La Hoya exhibit. Data corrupted. Among these was Colonel Edward De La Hoya, commander of JTF-10, a deeply charismatic officer with family ties to Roberto Medina. De La Hoya grew up near the Arizona/Nevada border and was responsible for having a task force based near Tucson. Several of his subordinates had families in the area. All of them were what is that word? Apoplectic? About 73H-H. So 73-H was the act that was enacted to remove the people from the southwest of the United States and essentially cutting off water to them. Despising it as an unforgivable federal overreach, the threat of being driven off their land, no matter how uninhabitable it had become, resonated with soldiers throughout the unit and beyond, many of whom were from conservative states or areas affected by climate change. As the Mercosur agreement took shape, Medina consulted with De La Hoya, who then took the case to his top lieutenants. Everybody agreed that the federal government was likely to send drones against the water fleet. De La Hoya, who came to prominence as a pilot, told the others that he was prepared to single-handedly take on the drone squadron in Data Corrupted. Interesting. So De La Hoya was like essentially their commander. So the 10 were not part of a government. It wasn't a joint task force. 10 wasn't a government joint task force. It was a task force for people that were fighting against the government, who was kicking people off of their land, saying that it was uninhabitable, and instead were essentially gathering up all the mining resources that were there left over after they kicked people out of their homes. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, man. That shit's nutty. Is there one in here too? No, there isn't one in here. It just, the lore is so deep with this game. It really is. There's so much lore for this game, and we haven't even scratched the surface of it. It's just insane how much there is for this game. Love it. Love it. All right. So we're supposed to go and talk to the lady, Decca, on the way out of here, right? Yeah, there she is. Let's go speak with Decca.
Come, let us speak.
Let us speak.
Hikaru said you have something for me?
A weapon to aid your mission. You'll need it for the long road to Stonecrest. Many machines prowl along the way, and our scouts have sighted Regala's rebels in the area.
Machines and rebels. Nothing I haven't faced before.
Indeed. Head north towards the foothills. Ascend its slopes until your legs burn and the chill air catches in your chest. Then you'll know you're in the Sky Clan's domain. Strike true as the 10, Aloy.
Strike true. Cleaving sharp shot bow. Didn't we already have this? Aren't we using the cleaving sharp shot bow right now? No, we have the severing. Yeah, we're using hardweave sharp shot bow. So what does this one do? Draw speed plus 25%. That could be fucking huge because sharp shot bows take forever to draw. A Tanakh trophy taken from Oseram trespassers. This handy long-range bow uses powerful tear precision arrows to remove armor and machine parts. Look at the tear on that. Look at the tear, 265 base. Holy cow. And then you can get another 10% tear component tear damage. Wow. All right. And then it does have, of course, the precision arrows or whatever too. So, and overdraw damage when this could be dope. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think we have to equip this. Our current, where's our current one? Yeah, this is the hardweave sharp shot bow. What is the stats on the hardweave? 78 like regular damage, actual impact damage. This one's 69. This one's been upgraded, I do believe, once or twice. Let's take this coil off of that. We're gonna put on the cleaving sharp shot bow in place of the hardweave sharp shot bow. Then edit its coils, and then we will put on what do we have else? Knockdown power, long range damage. I think we should put that on it. Long range damage, because we're gonna be, if we're shooting this bow, we're more likely shooting it from long range. So yeah, I think like that's the one. What other new weaves and shit do we have? Acid defense, purge water, frost. That's a frost coil. Coils go on weapons, weaves go on armors. Coils are for accentuating damage. Weaves are for damage negation. So we could put this on our other bow. Where's our other bow that we're using? That is this one. No, this one. No, this one. So one of them, fucking one of them, Frost Hunter bow. So let's put that on here. Frost, so we get an extra 12% frost buildup off of our frost arrows now. Frost being the best elemental side effect to use against machines. Because essentially you build up a brittle state, and then once they're brittle, I believe they take 150% damage, if I'm not mistaken. And it's something like that. They take a lot more damage. All right, so what other ones do we have then? That is critical hit chance. That wouldn't be bad on our current warrior bow. Explosive damage, knockdown damage, knockdown power. And then these are weaves. Yeah, these are all weaves here. You get a lot more weaves than you get coils. Coils are huge for your weapons. Acid, we wouldn't be bad to get acid on that same bow too, that frost one, but I'd rather just build up the frost, I think. Let's get rid of all the exclamation points in here. I hate exclamation points in my video games. They drive me insane. Make me want to lose my mind. Get rid of that. Is that all of them? That's not all of them. Come on, give me a button to do this. I missed one, apparently. I've been lied to. All right. So then we have 8 skill points to use now. I think we're going to continue down the hunter tree for the moment. What else can we do? So there is weapon stamina plus, Valor Surge Master. Let's do both of them. Oh, but there is concentration plus. 100% max concentration. Let's do that one. And then we're out of points right now. So the expensive points are down here in the lowerly regions. Teresa says in Apex Legends, for example, I always have to do mark as seen. So there are no red indicators anywhere. I know it, right? Give me a button for this. Like, stop making me go around and press like on every single one of them. It drives me nuts. It's one of my pet peeves of gaming. Like, game developers, you're doing it wrong if you put an exclamation point by everything and I have to manually go around and press all of them. Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst. But what can you do? You know, it is what it is. I don't like it, though, is all I know. Silent Strike gain. Recover weapon stamina and earn additional valor when using Silent Strike. Stealth. Let's do Stealth Tear. Let's do Stealth Tear. All right, so there's the other 2 points gone now. And that's all of our skill points. We do have a few other quests here. Tall Neck. Cities of the Cry. Ata's crew. What is Ata? Who the fuck is Ata? Ata's crew has set up a new race. Oh, that's the race. The people that were doing the race. We completed one of the races, and then there's the new one we have for the black boxes. Utala. So many quests, so many things to do. Let's get rid of all of these as well. A lot more exclamation points to do. I will say, though, the moment that they didn't put all the exclamation points everywhere would be the moment I was like, God damn it, now where's that new thing that I missed? And now I don't know how to find. That's exactly what would happen. And then I'd be mad that I didn't get it. So guess what? I'm human and I learned to complain about everything. Teresa says, well, for skins, I do want them. Yeah, exactly. There we go. And for skins, I do want the marks as seen for all of them. For games like this one, I'd like to see what new things I got and how I can use them for my advantage. Yeah, absolutely. I'm right there with you. Like I said, we're human. We'll find a way to complain about everything, right? Tear precision arrows are now available for one of your sharp shot bows.
But that doesn't mean I am.
These powerful arrows deal high tear damage with a compressed air blast. Use them to remove armor plates from tough opponents or detach useful components. These are super, super good too, by the way. Pardon me, gentlemen. Out of the way!
I'm gonna get ether. Guess I'll have to play along with Hikaru. I better meet up with Marshal Catallo at Stonecrest. It'll be
All right.
faster if I ride a machine.
So now we got to go and find Catallo at the next area. Let's get in a manual save here. And I think that is where we're going to call it for today's stream. We got a lot done. I like they're better like this. Let's do this. And then, yeah, there we go. Let's have a chat. But yeah, we got or did. We got a lot of stuff done today. Major technological advancements were made. And we're going to be back at it again tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to be playing this tomorrow. We might end up playing Destiny. We may play some more Warzone with Captain Smalls. I'm not sure. There's so much that I want to do in so many games. Teresa said, Sauce, I got to sleep. It's 6 o'clock in the morning here, and I have to wake up in 2.5 hours. Have fun. It was a great catching up with you and seeing you online after so long. Teresa, thank you so much. I'm going to be going to bed too, so I completely understand. I appreciate you, Teresa. Hopefully we'll see you back soon. And much love. It is nice to see your name in chat again. So yeah, that is where we're going to call it for today. We're going to be back streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time. I'm hoping to get started a little bit earlier, but who knows. And I also want to get a stream in on Tuesday as well. So thank you guys so much for being here. Everybody have a great day. And I will see you when we get back. All right. Remember, life is short. Pause, save. And I'll see you all in the next stream. Good night, everybody. Bye. Bye.